Hey, welcome to the Dropship Podcast, another Tactical Tuesday episode. And again, we're going to compare business models on the show. We have a couple more lined up here, but today we're going to specifically talk about dropshipping versus affiliate marketing. I personally have had a wide array of experiences here, some good, some not so good, some frustrating, and I'm happy to elaborate on those if you want. And John, I think you have some experience here as well, so this should be an interesting show.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. And, affiliate marketing, definitely one of the things I remember when I first started looking into online business years ago, before I got into high-ticket dropshipping. Affiliate marketing was one of the business models that I looked at the same time. And I was considering, seeing if I could make some money as an affiliate marketer. Didn't end up happening at that time, but I went with high-ticket dropshipping instead. But definitely I think it's one of those ones that, people come across when they're thinking about, should I start an online business or what should I do?
Much like Amazon FBA that we talked about on the last show, or, we're going to analyze a few others, print on demand. A lot of these, it's not one or the other. I think too many times we think of, I'm either going to do this or I'm going to do that. And I think you'll hear in this show, and you heard in the last show, I have mixed them together. And I think you can blend all of these business models into one direction you're trying to go as a business owner, and they can kind of help each other. So it'd be interesting. I think first we need to define it, John. For me, it's simple. If you remove the word affiliate and just say referral, I think that makes a lot more sense to people. But you're better with long-form definitions. Why don't you give the definition of affiliate marketing?
Well, look, to me, and there's probably multiple definitions of it, I guess, or ways you could word it. But to me, affiliate, when I think of affiliate marketing, and I think referral is a good word to put in there as well, it's simply, finding offers that other people own. So whether it's a physical product or an information product, or maybe a software or something like that, and promoting that product to an audience that you have. Whether that's on social media, or maybe it's a blog or a podcast, or an e-commerce business. I mean, if you have an e-commerce business of your own, you have an audience. You could actually promote other people's products to them alongside your own. And in return for doing that, when somebody buys that product that you're promoting, you receive a commission or a payout from the person that owns that product for making that sale happen, essentially. And, how much that is will vary from offer to offer, but that's essentially it. So rather than there are some similarities there in terms of what you're doing to e-commerce, but you're not actually selling the product. So you're not in charge of the checkout. You're not in charge of the customer service or any of that. You're just basically sending people to the checkout page. And that's kind of your job as an affiliate marketer.
Yeah, I think you can see it some other ways too. Like if you think locally, I know my chiropractor does this. If I refer one friend to my chiropractor, I get one session free. That's affiliate marketing in a nutshell, right? I'm just referring somebody on the internet that you try to get someone to click through your link, which has your affiliate ID attached. So if they purchase from that person in the next, 15, 30 days, whatever cookie they've established there, then you get a nice little kickback, right? After 30 days, after the return period's over. John and I do this too, right? If you're a member of Dropship Breakthrough or a super affiliate that we can work with, we give you a nice hefty cut if you refer us new students to our program. And so I think you're going to see this everywhere online. It's pretty prominent, and I think every business probably has one of these affixed to them to, help someone else drive traffic to you. You should have one in your dropshipping business, potentially to have people drive customers to you. I know I do on one brand. I have big margins on it. It's a very popular product. It's very easy to go find blogs who mention it, and I can reach out to them and say, I'm happy to give you 10% of this very high ticket item if you send us customers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if you own an e-commerce business or a high ticket dropshipping business, you're nuts if you don't have this sort of thing set up. And it's definitely one of the things that we teach people to do in Dropship Breakthrough.
Sometimes I learn what we have in the course when you tell me about it, John. So
well, there's a lot in there.
Yeah, we've been together a while, but you built the majority of this, and you were like, hey, I want you to add all of this, this, and this, and this, and let's go build this thing together, standing strong forever, however that song goes. And so, I sometimes you're like, this is in the course, and I'm like, wow, I actually didn't even know that was in there. And, that's a good thing for our students, because I know there's a lot in there, and you keep telling me more.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's say, if you think you understand it, right? Like that's the first thing. What do people want to know after that? They want to know, how much money can I make from this? How much does it cost to start? Questions like that. So we compared it in the last episode, so we can quickly touch on dropshipping. I don't think that's important. Plus, we have plenty of episodes on this as well. But let's talk about affiliate marketing. How much does it cost to start, in your opinion, John? Or do you want to talk about some of the other ways you can do it? I think those two kind of blend together. So, what's some affiliate marketing you did, and how much did it cost to start?
Well, I mean, it costs very little to start. So I've done affiliate marketing via videos. So where I've got an audience that listens to my videos, I've promoted softwares, for example. So, whether it's Shopify, for an example, right? So I use Shopify. I love Shopify. And so when I talk about Shopify, or I do a piece of content about Shopify, then I'm going to put a link in and send people to Shopify where they can purchase it with my link. So in that respect, how much does it cost to get started? I mean, very little. You don't pay to get access to offers that you want to promote. I guess it can be... It might depend on the platform you're doing it from. So if you're going to do it off a website like a blog, for example, which is another really common way of doing it, you're going to set up a website. Once again, that's a very low cost sort of thing. I mean, that might cost you $100 total or something like that. And of course, then you've got to build out some content for it, which you may pay to have somebody do for you, or you may do yourself. But I think you could do that for as little as $100. Similarly, if you were going to use a YouTube channel or a podcast to promote, affiliate offers, those things are very, very low cost to get started. It's really more about your time that you're going to spend to build out the content to promote those offers. So how do you fix the cost of that? Well, that's going to vary for different people.
Yeah, I think there's so many ways to do this, right? So in my own experience, I started out just talking about my dropshipping journey, which built a following rather quickly. I started affiliate marketing, the course that John and I originally took. That didn't end well. Little side note there. But that was my first jump into affiliate marketing, was like, I'll just talk about what I'm doing, build an audience who want to hear about that stuff, and then send them to a course where they can learn too. And so I've done it that way. I had one of my first products ever that I decided to sell. In fact, the first product for Amazon FBA was gel pens, because I was part of an adult coloring book company. Through that company, Accent Art Supply, I would refer people over to our coloring books, and I would do so through an affiliate link, so I could see whether people were converting or not, whether they were coming over and buying the coloring books from the other business, and then I would send them to other art supplies as well. I've done it in dropshipping businesses where it's not super profitable for you to bring in $5, $10, $15 accessories, but your customers definitely want them, and you're going to talk about them in your emails and in your blog posts. So I've sent links to Amazon products through the Amazon affiliate program that way. I've done this quite a few different ways, and I think it all comes down to, how do you get someone to actually pay attention to you and trust you to want to click through your link? And that can come in a variety of ways, and it can come with a variety of expenses, right? That could be free and just your sweat equity, and you're pounding the pavement per se, like you're holding the phone in front of you and putting out YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video. That's free, right? It just costs you time. But one way or another, you need to build an audience, and you can hack that too. I was telling John a funny story before the show. I know somebody who built a bot, so it would be the first comment every single time on a major influencer on Twitter. Sometimes that comment would land when he guessed correctly. Sometimes it wouldn't. But when it would land, it would drive a zillion likes. People would come to his page, wonder who he's about, think he's, some meme lord or something. And they would follow him. They would click his link in bio, drive traffic over through an affiliate link to Amazon. And so, there's many, many ways that you can do this. Some are a little more hacky than others, but I think it really revolves around, you're trying to get people to trust you and click your link. Like, for my pets brand, we have an affiliate called BK Pets who does a phenomenal job. They talk about raw feeding your pets, and then they use our supplements. And they say, check our link in the bio and save $5 or whatever it is using our code, and we're happy to send them affiliate commissions for all the customers that come to our store and purchase from us.
Yeah, look, absolutely. I think whichever way you do it, though, affiliate marketing is in terms of startup costs, it's very similar to high ticket dropshipping. As in, the kind of setup costs are not high in the grand scheme of things at all. I think where the cost and the overhead starts to come in is, how do you build your audience? Like, are you going to pay to drive traffic or to a page or something like that? That's kind of where, with affiliate marketing, like if you're saying, because you can use advertising to build your audience and all of that sort of thing. And so if you're going to do that, there might be some cost there.
I mean, It's so hard to say, right? Like, again, you can hack this and have no costs, or you can potentially spend a whole lot as well and get this going. All right. We both know they're cheap, right, John? Like, you can start dropshipping for less than $500. Check out our episode on that if you want to see it. Affiliate marketing, you can spend a lot of time or spend a little bit of money and get moving very, very quickly. For sure, you've definitely seen someone in your Facebook feed telling you to click something of theirs. That's free. And so how much money can you actually make, right? And so I wanted to actually pull up some examples. So I went to Empire Flippers. I went to their marketplace and I sorted by affiliate. And so there's number one, the health and fitness new listing here, $28,000 monthly net profit, all through display advertising and affiliate commissions with a 52x monthly multiple, and they're listed for $1.467 million. So there's potential here to create an asset which is going to work on your behalf while you're sleeping, and hopefully you've ranked things well through SEO and this is obviously a health and fitness website, ranking blog posts who are sending people to health and fitness products, and so that's the high end of what I'm seeing on Empire Flippers currently. There's certainly some lower. There's an outdoor sports one for $1 million. There's a music one for $300,000. There's a finance one for $8 million. A tech one for 2.2. Food and beverages for 1.8. There's a lot of them listed here. I would encourage you to go to Empire Flippers, check out their marketplace, sort it by affiliate. You should be able to do the same thing at other brokers and really get a sense of what you can do here. What should people realistically expect out of the gates? I think a lot of times we talk big numbers for dropshipping too, right? I've personally had a 7-figure victory, right? And I've scaled a business to 8 figures. John's been part of businesses that went to 8 figures, but that's not what someone's going to get in their first year, right? And so you're not going to get that in affiliate marketing in your first year either. Are you comfortable sharing anything that you've done, John, or like what did or didn't work for you? What kind of numbers realistically somebody could expect in the beginning?
Yeah, look, I mean, I've never done affiliate marketing from scratch with no audience. I've always done it to an audience that I have, right? Whether it's, e-commerce customers or, students in our program or one of my programs that predated this. I've never done it from scratch. And I think that's one of the big differences between high-ticket dropshipping and affiliate marketing is that if you're starting from scratch with, like, if you're somebody who's sitting there now, you don't have a business, you've not done any business, you don't have an audience, you're starting from scratch, and you say, I want to do affiliate marketing, honestly, that's a pretty tough proposition, right? A lot of those sites you see on Empire Flippers that are selling for big multiples, those are run by people who are big affiliate marketers, and they can run out a website, run out new offers, and drop it straight out to a 500,000 people sort of email list or something and start making money out of the gates. If you're starting from scratch and you're not a marketer, you've got a pretty steep learning curve to build yourself an audience, right? That's going to be tough. I mean, even to me, that sounds tough. And the difference between that and high ticket dropshipping, like when you start affiliate marketing, nobody's looking for you, right? Yes, they might be looking for some of the offers you're trying to promote, possibly, and you might be able to ride off of the back of that. But for high-ticket dropshipping, even if you're starting from scratch, you don't need an audience to start making money because people are already looking for the products that you're selling online. So you've just got to get yourself in front of those people. And obviously, if you know what to do there or you've learned how to do that right, it's not actually that difficult to do. And you can start making some sales. And that's where I think a big difference is. I think the learning curve in the beginning and the difficulty factor to start making some money, regardless of what you're going to make, you might make 2 or 3 years down the track. I think it's a lot easier with high-ticket dropshipping than affiliate marketing. And I think that's kind of part of the reason why I ended up doing high-ticket dropshipping instead of affiliate marketing right in the beginning, is because of that.
Yeah, you can definitely jump ahead of this. So I follow some guys on Twitter. I apologize, I don't remember their names. If I find them, I'll put them in the show notes. But they talk a lot about buying micro sites, right? Sites that are making $40, $50 a month through, AdSense or through affiliate marketing, same sort of thing, that you can come in and put a little time in. Something that you're not just starting at the ground level, right? You're paying a small multiple on that because it's not making that much money, but you can come in and it's already got some traction. And believe me, it's way easier to pull levers on a business that has traction than one that's just starting. And so, if you're actually considering this, if I can find who they are, I'll put them in the show notes for sure. Otherwise, hit me up in the Dropship Tribe Facebook group and I'll go find them. By the way, Twitter's amazing. I'll say this again. I say it on every episode that I can think of it. Twitter's awesome. Go join Twitter. It's kind of like Reddit. It's only like own little subcategories. Anyway, so I would recommend getting a jump start. I think John's right. You're going to sell things that people are already searching for, but your likelihood of being able to run ads profitably when you're getting 5%, 7%, 10%, or 2% from Amazon isn't realistic, right? And so with dropshipping, with the margins we have, we can go run ads immediately and sell those products where you're not going to have that same sort of success with affiliate marketing. But by all means, you can build something up over time and put out a lot of blog posts, hundreds and hundreds of blog posts, and go acquire hundreds and hundreds of links, and you can build something that's relatively passive over time if you're willing to put in the work. So I was gifted a website, John. I want to tell us a little story. So cool. An old business partner of mine, he bought a website from one of the guys who actually teaches this model. He bought it. I don't even want to say. He bought it for his wife to have something to do. Don't ever do that if you're listening to this. That's not a good thing to do. And so I think she enjoyed it for a little bit, and then it would just nobody was paying attention to it. The business we were part of was exploding, and so he didn't have any time to do it. And when I exited that business, he was like, "You just want this thing? Like, you always come to me with ideas for it. Do you want to implement them?" So he gave it to me for relatively nothing. It was making, I don't know, a few $100s a month or something like that. And then I looked at it and I was like, number one, I hate WordPress. Absolutely can't stand WordPress. So like trying to figure out how to fix this was just not in my wheelhouse. All of the links were pointing to something on Amazon that was out of stock. This was right during COVID too. And so everything was out of stock. And that wasn't like, it was like skincare stuff. And so like the skincare products on Amazon were not listed as like necessities. And early in COVID, if you weren't a necessity, you couldn't send anything into Amazon, which was a nightmare for a lot of brands actually. And so a lot of stuff was out of stock, and then Amazon slashed everyone's commissions because they didn't need your help, right? COVID exploded everyone's business, including Amazon's, by a lot. And so they slashed all the rates. Needless to say, thankfully, it had a lot of links. And my friend Nick Eubanks from Traffic Think Tank connected me with somebody who wanted it just for the link juice. And he paid me a multiple based on the links. So I ended up getting a decent price for it, actually. I was pretty shocked. Thank you, Nick Eubanks. I know you're not listening to this, but thank you. And that was my experience, right? And so that website took years from a guy who literally teaches this in order to get it to a place where he could sell it. He made a case study out of it on his website, which is actually why the site started not performing well, because Google doesn't like you making case studies out of things. They will slap you very quickly. And so that site took a while. I think that's the main point I want to make here is like, if you're going to put some time into this thing, realize it's not going to be 6 months and you're rich, or 1 year and you're rich, right? It's going to take a long time, but it is going to be a snowball. And the more articles you can put out and the more relationships you can build, it can work. It's just going to take a while. So I would honestly throw this in like the side hustle category, John, if it was me. Like, this isn't something I think anybody should jump into and this is the only thing you do, because it's going to take such a long time. But if you're willing to type up something you're super passionate about and type up a blog post once a week, you're going to be in good shape a year or 2 years from now. And if that coincides with the dropshipping business you're passionate about, and now you can send your own self traffic, that's how you can really double dip in this market and take both businesses to the next level.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I find super interesting as well. Like, I mean, if you were going to do one, like essentially if you're going to be building an audience of people that are going to listen to you and trust you, etc., I don't see why you wouldn't do affiliate marketing and dropshipping. Right? Like, I mean, if you can do both. There's some products that you don't want to drop ship, but people still want to buy. Right? So get affiliate arrangements on them, and there's products that are way better to drop ship than to push through an affiliate relationship. So drop ship those, sell those directly, handle that e-commerce side of things, and, you know, take a bigger cut. Like, there's a lot of things that are similar. I mean, you want to build an audience for a high ticket dropshipping business, you want to have great content, all that sort of thing. Anyway, so, you know, work them both together if you're interested in both, for sure.
I think it's a no-brainer to have a second site when you have the time, right? I would probably outsource this. Is it Niche Pursuits or somebody like that will build these for you, and they do a decent job. I can't remember the name of it. Not cheap, but they'll do it for you. If you can build this in unison. So if I still own the Pellet Grill site, and then I own, pelletgrilllovers.com, where I put out blog posts on the greatest pellets and then the greatest grills and the best grills of 2022. And then I link them over to my site. Like, there's an opportunity to put out a lot of content that is a little iffy on your dropshipping store that you can definitely put over here as a someone who's objective, or supposed to be objective. And I think if you do some research into some of the biggest e-commerce companies in the world, this is exactly what they do. A lot of times, they'll actually incorporate that website. So Chewy's a good one. If you go look at Chewy's backlink profile, they're all 301 redirects from sites they've went and acquired. So they left them up initially, drove traffic to themselves, and then took the blog post, whatever, dogs.com/best dog breed for blank, right? And then they just put that blog post up on Chewy and 301 redirected it over. They left the homepage up from all the blogs they bought, and every single site on that, every single link and page on that site now exists on Chewy, and it forwards over there. And so they brute force their domain authority and their ability to put content on Chewy very quickly. Obviously, we're not all as well funded as Chewy and can't do the same things, but I think you'd be shocked how many big businesses are doing exactly what we just described and building up these outer websites that all point back to themselves. And, if they can take up spots 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9 on page 1, and they're all going to the same thing, that's a pretty amazing thing to do.
For sure.
So, John, verdict, dropshipping, or both? What do you think the answer is?
Look, honestly, I think to a certain, maybe in some ways, there's a bit of a personal decision here in that, affiliate marketing requires you to be interested in doing certain things, like, once again, content, building an audience, that sort of thing. If that is something that gels for you, and it is for me, right? I like talking about it. I actually kind of get excited about it. I think, it all sounds really cool, and it sounds really cool to do it with dropshipping as well. So I would say it's a tough one. I think it's a decent thing to do. I wouldn't do affiliate marketing by itself, though. To me, as you said, it's always like a side thing, or it's something that I'm going to do alongside another business that I'm doing. So like you mentioned earlier, we do it alongside Dropship Breakthrough. Like, we have things that we promote via Dropship Breakthrough that we have an affiliate relationship on, but that's not the main business, right? The main business is providing a great educational experience for our students, right? So it's a side thing. Same for dropshipping. I would always prefer to sell physical products, but if I can fit affiliate marketing next to that to add in profit and build my customer base further, then I would do that. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's like you said at the start. I don't think it necessarily even needs to be one or the other. If you're just starting out and you're weighing up doing dropshipping or affiliate marketing, ask yourself the question why you couldn't do both.
Yeah, I don't think it's an or, it's an and, right? As Gary Vee would say. I love me some Gary. And so, I think in your dropshipping business, yes, right? Affiliate other products that are ancillary to the products you're selling that help you drive other streams of revenue into your main business. And then if you're going to do this on the side, my personal advice is find a medium you love. So for me, I could stand behind this microphone all day. Right. Maybe not video. I'm not a big video guy, but I could stand behind this mic all day and have conversations. So that's the medium I love, right? It could be writing or video for you. Then also on a topic you love. So if anyone's listening to this and wants to do this, I'm totally in. If I had a Minnesota Twins podcast where after every game I got on and either moaned and groaned or put on my Kool-Aid colored glasses and just told how great the team was, I would love that. I would do it every single day because I love it. I want to do that. And that's where you're actually going to win, right? And that's going to build a following. I don't need to monetize it because I love it. And when I do monetize it, it's going to be with offers that actually make sense. That would be my recommendation is, do it in your dropshipping business for sure. Outbound, as far as offers that are ancillary as well as inbound, if you can create another website. And then if you're going to do it on your own on the side, do it on a medium you love and about something you love.